Hey guys, welcome back to our weekly update slash Q&A.
More emphasis on Q&A than the updates, really, but...
Yeah, but as always, we'll start off with our update. So, in WWE Immortals, there's a new update, and the current online challenge is the TLC gear.
Not tender loving care, tables, ladders, and chairs.
But anyways, if the previous event-specific gear has been any indication, this will be definitely worth grabbing. It's not going to be coming back, and it's either going to be meh or really, really good.
Yeah. Current challenge is Big Red Monster Kane. Note that the challenge credit, the stamina cost has gone back to before. So in the first one, it's 1, second 1, and then 2, and then 2, and then 3 for challenge 5. So that's
too bad.
Bit of a pain, yeah.
In Mortal Kombat X, there was the new update, and the current online challenge is regular, and the current character challenge is Dark Raiden. So yeah, we're still having that problem where we need to clear the app data and repeat the entire tutorial just to get online.
Total waste of time. Oh, the other thing is Classic Scorpion is available in a special pack, so you have a chance at getting him like the previous Jason Voorhees pack. And I guess one thing we've got to consider is whether we're still going to do updates on Mortal Kombat if we actually can't play it properly. So you might find out by the next Q&A next time that we're actually not going to keep up with it, because it's too frustrating to have to redo the whole tutorial in order to play online to Faction Wars.
On top of some of the other stuff where sometimes we just prefer playing Injustice.
Yeah.
In Injustice, there was also a new update, and we've already posted our specific Injustice update video, but anyways, a quick refresher of that. The online challenge right now is the Cloak of Destiny, and the current character challenge is Arkham Knight. But, as per our video that we already uploaded, there's a lot more shards when shattering gear. They fixed it so you're no longer getting less, and now you're getting a ridiculous amount in bonus almost every time. Hal Jordan has been completely ruined. He's been nerfed to the point of being pretty useless now. And the crit chance and crit damage augments now work, as they weren't before.
So other points since that video came up that we wanted to mention either again or just new is that there's no control of the wheel in Survivor, and there's a new skin of Darkseid coming up, an Apocalypse skin. Now, one important thing about Christmas bonuses, some people are saying that, here's a glitch, you can move your date ahead to grab the next day's Christmas bonus early, and you can do that through the rest of the month of December.
And that's cool, but if you're like us, we play it every day. And so, we're going to get the Christmas bonus whether we switch the date forward or not.
Yeah, you can't get it more than once that way.
Yeah.
But here's a special tip for our most loyal viewers who actually pay attention to these Q&As and watch them. Move your date back to December the 1st and grab your Christmas bonus for the days before the update. So, yeah, you heard right. There are bonuses available on the days before the update landed. So go to December 1st, move your way through December 10th, or whatever day you updated to 2.7.0, and you'll get a bonus for each day. And if you've been doing it already, then you'll know that in order to trigger it, you got to go into something off the main menu and then come back out to the main menu. Alright, so moving on to our Q&A.
Okay, the first question comes from kshawn, Auguste, and he says, Hal has been nerfed. Womp womp.
Yeah, oh my god, not just fixed, but completely nerfed. And we discussed this on our weekend first impressions video on the 2.7.0 update. And while we're willing to concede now that maybe he isn't the absolute worst gold, he is pretty much ruined.
Okay, the next question comes from Salil Deshpande, and he says, do a video on augmentation cards. Which cards suit particular characters? Nice work, guys. I really enjoy your videos. Thanks. I purchased a couple of Randall Munroe books as gifts just before your sci-fi block video dropped. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Cool to find another person who's as big a fan of Randall Monroe, not just XKCD.
And thanks for the nice words.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Right. So now this is such a tough question because, well, I mean, it's tough enough that, well, we've been saving a lot of our augmentation cards. If we look at the characters that we use on defense and offense separately, so defensively, when you look at your team's defensive fights, up until recently, the damage and health boosts didn't show up, and it looks like they are working now. It's useful because by improving those numbers, you're going to improve your defensive draws. So in other words, you're getting more defensive battles. So if defense wins are important to you, you may want to use some of them here. But given that potentially the best defense magnets are still to come, meaning that the highest stat characters, right, which are going to be Arkham Knight Batman and Justice League Wonder Woman, it might be worth waiting until they're released before deciding who to use augmentation cards on.
Yeah, that's always the problem with power creep, right? Especially when you can invest, like, more stats and make one thing specifically better, right?
Yeah.
From its base, is that whenever there's power creep, you always feel kind of gypped.
Yeah, and it's, again, it's opportunity cost, right? Because if augments were really easy to get, then it wouldn't matter. You just augment everybody. Now, that all being said, we've already used more than a few health augments on Blackest Night Martian Manhunter, but we're saving up again in anticipation of the upcoming characters. So that's defensively. Now, offensively, you really should use them on the characters that you like to play with. So, for example, our favorite team was Ares, Red Lantern, Hal Jordan, Batgirl. Batgirl, we hardly ever use in the fights, so it would be almost a waste to use augmentations on her.
Yeah, because it's really just how her ability makes the fights go so much faster.
Right, and for the way we use Ares, and she's a backup, right? But she'll be there in case we screw up, if we make a mistake. But for the way we use Ares, he's the perfect candidate for augmenting crit chance, crit damage, and just plain straight damage, right?
Yeah.
Because then his special 2 is going to drop huge, bunch of splash damage, so the value you're getting out of the augmentations are bigger than just the straight stat boost. Now, Hal Jordan, completely ruined by the latest update. If we pretend that he hadn't been ruined, then either his special 2 damage wasn't reduced, or there wasn't a delay before doing another special. Either one would have been enough not to ruin him. It would have been worth it to augment his damage, and crit chance too. So that's MP play offensively, but we've also chosen to augment the crit chance and damage on our favorite Survivor team member, Bronze Flash, and we're going to be posting in the next couple days a quickie explanation as part of our Survivor series of videos. So, bottom line, you could use the augments to make older cards more useful, or you could use them to make powerful cards even more powerful. And there's no real wrong answer here unless you're looking at opportunity cost. And as long as you're using them on characters that you like playing with, then there's not much downside.
Yeah.
Thanks for the question.
Our next question comes from Excalibur, and he says, BDCKR Gaming, can you name some of the better stats cards in one of your vids so I know what's good and what's poop?
Alright, so just to answer your question straight up, the top 5 in damage, you've got Bounty Hunter Lobo, you've got Ares, you've got Arkham Knight Batman if you've got him, Mortal Kombat X Scorpion, and either tied for 4th or tied for 5th, depending whether you count Arkham Knight Batman, you've got Cassandra Cain Batgirl, and Arkham Origins the Joker. And the top 5 in health, you've got Red Lantern Hal Jordan, you've got Shazam, again Arkham Knight Batman, Blackest Night Martian Manhunter, and the tied for 5th or tied for 4th would be Regime Killer Frost, Boss Solomon Grundy, and Godfall Superman. Right, but that's just answering your question at face value, but the underlying question about who to pick and who's good and who's poop, well, the problem is that this, I love how you've actually put that. The problem is that stats don't tell you that. They don't give you the whole answer because it doesn't take into account a lot of other important things for whether a character is good or not.
Abilities, for one.
Right, they're passives, for sure.
Like Raven, right?
Oh.
Is made hugely more useful by her passive.
Right. And that makes her top tier character, right? You've got speed, ability to chain attacks together, the usefulness of their specials, and probably even more important is how you play, like the way you approach the game. So let's say, for example, the guys that are in the list. Mortal Kombat X Scorpion is top 5 in damage, but we hate using him because we can't get his rhythm right. And his 2-swipe combo didn't scale up properly. So I don't know, no idea if that's still the case, but because it's 2-swipe combo, it's 2 hits instead of 3 hits, the second hit should be a lot more. And originally it wasn't. Arkham Origins Deathstroke isn't in the top 5 in either health or damage, but his passive means that his effective damage is higher than anybody else's, and his specials are great. And his 2-hit combo finisher means he's great with gears like Ra's al Ghul's Scimitar and Gauntlets of Azrael that depend on the number of combo finisher hits. Who else?
Well, Elseworld Flash has really awful stats, but his passive, speed, and the ability to chain attacks makes him really fun to play with. Flash was always one of our favorite characters.
Oh, and that's why we even have a playlist of just Elseworld Flash teams, because we love when his passive engages, and we make whoever dance like a worm.
It's also pretty entertaining when you can see, like, the perspective shifts a little bit, and you can actually see the edge of the Elseworld, like, color shift.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was always fun from the time where we had him, like, bronze.
Yeah, if you look on the official and unofficial forums, you'll see lots of people compiling lists of who the best characters are, but you'll notice plenty of disagreements because different people have different criteria for judging.
Yeah.
So here's another good one. Killer Frost Prime is not in the top 10 in damage and barely in the top 10 in health, but she's one of the most useful characters around and one of our 2 favorite support cards. So even though they messed up her special 1 in the 2.7.0 update, and it's a lot weaker than it was before, her passive of decreasing power generation and the freezing from her special are really good. And you mentioned earlier too, Raven Prime, right?
Yeah.
She's not top 10 either, but her passive makes her good everywhere. Single player, multiplayer, and survivor. So, I mean, off the top of my head, some of the gold cards that are worth promoting and leveling up in sort of alphabetical and in no particular order. Ares. Love Ares. Right? And he
Always
is top
useful.
5 damage.
Easy to knock anybody out in almost any scenario.
Yeah, both Batgirls, both Prime and Cassandra Cain. Animated Batman Beyond, not the regular Batman Beyond, who's, he's meh, but animated Batman Beyond. Arkham Origins Batman, Arkham Origins Deathstroke. Before the nerf, Hal Jordan would have been like the best of the best, but not at all. Animated Harley Quinn, her stats aren't great, but her passive is really good, especially if you're going to play with the Joker. Killer Frost Prime, Black Knight, Martian Manhunter. New 52 Nightwing, another example of somebody who doesn't have great stats, but because of...
Oh yeah, because of his passive.
Yeah, because of... his passive sucks. It's his special 1.
Sorry.
His draining.
It's the other Nightwings that have the good passive.
But he's got a good combination with his gear, right? His gear actually is really good because it's got synergy where it's unblockable, crit chance, and damage boost. Raven Prime, we mentioned. Shazam. All the Red Suns, I think, are worth using. All the gold flashes now. So you've got Reverse, Metahuman, and Elseworld. Killing Joe Joker, great support card. 600 Wonder Woman. And
also Killing Joe Joker is pretty good as far as just damage goes.
Right, that's right. So we've got a video too showing when you max him out, how even if you don't play him as a passive character and you use him as an attacker, he's actually really good.
Yeah, and there's a chance every once in a while you'll be able to just rip through a team just with them.
Yeah, if we remember, we'll put a link up on the screen and in the description for that.
Okay, our next and I believe last question comes from Jason Ward. Yes, man, I was waiting for a gameplay from you, man. Good work. Thanks a lot, first off, right?
Yeah, the more that people watch these gameplay videos and like them and comment on them, the more likely that we're going to make more. So here's sort of more of an ideological thing. There are some videos that we've already decided that we're filming, like the unboxings and the recommendations at the end. And since we're filming them anyway, we want a lot of people to watch because it helps us out. That and clicking on the links in the description. So when we've got the unboxing and we've got an affiliate link, or even not an affiliate link, but just some link from the company to show that people are watching our video and going to their site, that helps us. Because it means we're more likely to get more free stuff, like review copies of books and the promo sci-fi block.
Yeah, we got a couple of blocks now, right? We had the one-up block at one point. We got the 2 sci-fi blocks now, and we got that one puzzle block, which doesn't look like it's a thing anymore.
Yeah, so the views and stuff won't determine whether we're going to keep filming these particular topics, but we want and we need a lot of views. So if you like what we do, if you watch them, it'll help us out a lot. And we've got our next unboxing, we plan on having a book review of the advance copy that we got as reviewers.
And also, if there's a video ad and you watch at least 30 seconds of it, apparently that also helps us.
There you go. So on the other hand, there are other videos that we film, or we decide not to film them based on the views we get. And and not so much on the view of the thing, because the actual video, because clearly we can't have a number of views if we haven't filmed it yet, but similar stuff, right? So whether it's gameplay or first looks, reviews of characters. So in that case, the kind of response, like yours, Jason, that you just gave us, helps us decide which direction we're going to go.
Yeah.
So some videos we're going to do no matter what, and we'd like your support. And some videos, yeah, your comments and views and likes and whatever, that makes a difference.
So if you like one video more than some of the others, or you like a certain type of video, and you want to tell us in a different video, oh, this one's the worst kind. Or preferably to us, if you want to tell us in one of the videos that you actually do like, oh, I was waiting for you to release another one of these, or oh, these are my favorite, right?
Yeah, so
That's good.
The too long didn't read version is your view and comment is much appreciated.
And if you preface oh, this is the worst kind with, I like some of your other videos, that makes us a little more likely to also take your opinion into account.
I guess it does, doesn't it? Well,
some of your videos are okay, I guess, but these ones are really crappy. Like, honestly, guys, real crap.
Yeah, we've gotten a few of those. We've gotten our fair share. Alright, so that's the end of the questions. Oh, this is a bit of a longish kind of fight. Well, we won't spoil the
ending.
The ending. So we'll just...
I think they got to see a sneak peek when we opened
it
up.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, the end, we won't cut it off before it's done. That's interesting. Has he got a special one? This would be a good time. I wonder if his special one does enough damage.
Probably. It's all one. Oh, waste. This man is waste.
Oh, no, but he's triggered his passive twice. So that's alright. Oh, too bad it was almost red. It could have healed.
Yeah, but if you had killed Raven, he would have also healed with his Doomsday, right?
That's true, too.
I mean, he's beaten us, but I think there's probably a better way for him to have done that.
It's an interesting offensive strategy to have areas without Batgirl.
Well, without the right Batgirl.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Without Batgirl Prime, it's an interesting strategy. I don't know that I'd want to do that because it does drag out the fights a little bit.
I think he could have played this a little bit better, but he beat us. Is this gonna be it?
This is it.
Boop.
Oh, what was coming up? Oh, that's a bit of a mess.
Okay.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in a few days with either an unboxing or some Survivor stuff.
Komodo.